higher than the older mountain, deeper than the sea. From the breath of...
Hi, welcome to Christian Artist Review, and my name is Corey Enderby. The artist that I want to review today is a guy named Josh Garrels. I'm really surprised. I want to start out like this first because I was really surprised that I'd never heard of this guy prior to earlier this year. And the way that I found out was on Noise Trade, and there was a lot of buzz going out about this guy's new record. And I heard Derek Webb starting some buzz over it, so I just thought, well, Derek Webb has put out some edgy stuff, so let me check this guy out and see what he's like. So I went and checked him out, and I was totally blown away. Josh Garrels is such an artist that you need to know about. If you're a Christian, if you want to have music that brings you closer to the Lord, this music is so good that he makes. I mean, he's got such a heart for his family and a heart for Jesus. I don't know very many songs that have ever affected me the way that his songs do. I've actually teared up many times listening to his new album. He's just really passionate about singing, and his voice is unlike any other artist that I've ever heard. I mean, you can certainly hear elements from other people that you may have heard along the way, but no one like Josh Garrels. So this is really, really, really an artist that you need to check out. And there's really no excuse, and here's why. His newest record is free. It's 18 songs, and it's called Love and War and the Sea in Between. And it's the culmination of a lot of different sort of feelings and elements and things that take you on this ride through this record. And it does mix a little bit of electronic beats and stuff like that in there, mixed with folk and acoustic and maybe even stringed instruments, I think I've heard some violin and some orchestrative elements inside there as well. And I know that he collaborates with other artists. So there were a lot of other artists on this album. Some of them I think are part of the Enter the Worship Circle that some of you may have heard of already, which they're good, by the way, too. Hopefully I'll be able to review some of their stuff on down the line. But I definitely wanted to review this one now, simply because it's free, and this is a good album. Apparently he was able to fund this by the help of his loyal following up until this point, and it just surprises me that I've never heard of Josh Garrels. I have a theory of why I haven't, but it's a little bit extreme probably. I think that, and some of you may not like this, but I think that hey, Satan is the god of this world. He'd love to throw a blanket over Josh Garrels because it just really touches you, and it's so good, and it's so needed in the Christian communities, because we just need to lead the way in art. Our God created everything, so certainly there's no excuse why we shouldn't be leading the way in artistic endeavors or anything like that. But this is a good record. I've read where this is his 7th album. I've also read where it's his 6th album. I'm not really sure. I have heard some stuff from the other records, and I really like the other records too. In fact, one of my favorite songs is on one of the previous albums that he did. Josh Garrels is there's a lot of stuff out there on the internet. You can find quite a bit of stuff on him. He has his own website. He has a blog. He's involved with Mason Jar Music and something else. I just can't think of it right now. Something you'll definitely want to see, and I haven't been able to see him live, although I'd really like to, and here's why. I've read actually, that Josh Garrels is better live, and I believe that, and here's why. I've seen some Vimeo and some YouTube stuff of him, and it's just amazing. I know he has been on tour with Josh Harmony recently. I don't know what he's doing right now. This was a little bit earlier, maybe a month ago. Josh Harmony is another awesome guy, pro skater. I think Josh Garrels also skates, and that's another thing that connected me with him, because I skateboard, and when I saw that he skated, I was like, yeah, all right, this guy's all right. But in having done a little bit of research on Josh Garrels, I can tell he loves his family. Just a really cool guy, and his family loves him, and people love him. They just flock to him. So he's a much needed guy in the Christian music scene, and definitely get your hands on this record. It's really good. It's a great introduction to Josh Garrels, and then certainly he has all those albums prior to this one that you can pick up on Amazon or iTunes, or go to his website, and I think you can get those there too, because some of them I think maybe aren't available on iTunes or Amazon. I'm not sure, but I thought I saw something like that. But all in all, this is one of the most amazing artists that you'll ever hear. I'm going to rave about Josh Garrels. I'm going to tell as many people as I can. I just really like him. I really like what I see to be his heart, and how he loves God and loves his family and loves playing music. And I just love him a lot. He's a great artist. And I highly encourage you to get this record. It's so good. And thanks for listening today. God bless you.
Stand on the shores of the sight unseen. The substance of dwells in me, 'cause my natural eyes on the ghost skin deep, but the eyes of my heart anchor. The Son of God, he's forever blessed. His is the kingdom, and we're the guests. So put your voice on.